Good evening, Namaskara. I am joining you live from the national capital here at Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's residence. I'm Akshita Nandagopal, getting you the latest updates on the hectic political activity that's playing out in the national capital that has a direct impact on Karnataka. Even as we were getting set and counting down to 6 p.m. for that big announcement from the Congress on Siddaramaiah being named as the Karnataka Chief Minister, Shivakumar has thrown a spanner in the works, making it very clear he will settle for nothing less than the Chief Minister chair. And that's brought everyone back to square one. So we're getting you all the latest updates on the special double broadcast. I join you from Delhi. Nabila Jamal is joining you from Bengaluru.
Right, Akshita. In fact, all that speculation about Siddaramaiah being the Chief Minister, it appears those celebrations that were right outside Siddaramaiah's residence has now come to a grinding halt, and that should send a signal enough that a decision from the High Command hasn't yet been made. But our highly placed sources tell us that Siddaramaiah certainly is a front runner, even if it is a sharing pact between DK and Siddu. It will be Siddaramaiah leading the government for the first 2 years. But of course, we've got to wait for a formal announcement, and it seems like it's only heating up. The High Command not able to decide between Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah is leaving the entire state of Karnataka now in utter confusion. We're going to take you through all those details. Let's cut across to all that and more in our special broadcast from Ground Zero.
New twist in Karnataka thriller. DKS says it's still game on. Can Siddu and GK work together? When will CM suspense end? Top focus on 5 Live.
So over the next 2 hours, Nabila and I will be getting you every single update, every inside detail of the meetings that Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah have had with Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge. First, as always, let's take a look at the headlines.
Right, more twists and turns in Karnataka's political thriller there. Siddaramaiah swearing in preparations in Bengaluru comes to an abrupt halt. Shivakumar says speculation so far is all wrong and bogus. DK versus Siddu still on.
The question everyone's asking right now, can the Congress placate both Siddaramaiah and Shivakumar? Rotational CM formula has been proposed. 2 years for Siddaramaiah, 3 for DKS. Can this move come back to haunt the Congress like it has in Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan?
Supreme Court seeks fresh status report from Manipur government just days after deadly clash. Asks what steps taken in the wake of sectarian violence.
After Biden calls off his Australia visit over US economic crisis, Australian Prime Minister cancels the Quad meeting in Sydney.
Day after he got bail, massive police deployment right outside Imran Khan's Lahore residence. Will the ex-Pakistan Prime Minister be arrested yet again?
So just 15 minutes ago, after a 2-hour-long meeting with Mallikarjun Kharge, Shivakumar made his way out. And let's get you the inside word of what we're picking up from those huddles. Shivakumar is digging in his heels and how. Reportedly, and this is the information we're picking up, Shivakumar is quite simply not willing to budge on the CM demand. He's saying even if you want to make it rotational, and this is a compromise that he's coming up with, saying if not full term, even if you're making it split between the two of us, years between me and Siddaramaiah. I want to serve as the Chief Minister first. Give me the first 2 years and then give Siddaramaiah the rest of the tenure. That's the big breaking news that's coming in right now. So now it's back to square one. The High Command comes to a huddle, figures out whether this is a compromise that works for them. Will they make DK Shivakumar the Chief Minister first and then Siddaramaiah? That is something that remains to be seen. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is getting us the inside track on that. Nagarjun, what's delayed the decision of Siddaramaiah being named as the Chief Minister is DK Shivakumar being extremely stubborn. You know, you mentioned that both Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar are men who are very clear in and set in their ways. They say my way or the highway, and this is DK Shivakumar essentially establishing that. He's okay with rotational CM, so that's at least a slight breakthrough. But he says, I have to be the CM first.
Well, Akshita, even the part that if he's okay to be the first half of the CM and share the tenure, that's also a big if. This point of time, as I speak to you, few minutes before I spoke to sources close to DK Shivakumar as well and sources close to the Congress president as well. It's a deadlock as of now. Both the Netas are saying that they want the first half if a pact is reached between these two. And then also High Command feels that it should not be a one-man show, so no person can take oath alone. There needs to be a council of ministers also to take oath. It won't send a good message that equally everyone has worked hard, not just one person, not just Siddaramaiah or DK Shivakumar. A booth level karyakarta to the topmost leader, all of them have worked together, and hence council of ministers around 8 to 10 plus the chief minister taking oath would send a good message or a strong message to the people, thanking them because they have given a strong mandate. And second issue is Mr. Shivakumar is very adamant. He's saying that nothing less than Chief Minister I want. Because the High Command felt that Siddaramaiah would be the Chief Minister and the message was communicated to Mr. Siddaramaiah. The DPAR locally had been on standby and they had started doing the preparation. And remember, the DPAR is a government body. So when they started doing preparation, all the media houses, including the fans and supporters of Siddaramaiah, started celebrating. The media houses then said that Siddaramaiah would be the Chief Minister. But the negotiations stopped when Mr. Shivakumar said, I don't want anything else apart from the Chief Minister post. Even if, hypothetically say, I agree to a pact sharing or a tenure sharing, I want to be the first half of the tenure. I don't want Mr. Siddaramaiah to be the first half, is what Mr. Shivakumar camp is saying. It's a deadlock at this point of time, and hence Siddaramaiah, who was supposed to leave to Bangalore this evening, is right now still in Delhi. His special charter plane has been kept on standby. All eyes on Congress President's office that hopefully he resolves the deadlock.
Just a quick mention that we're putting out the images that you've sent to us here on India Today. Exclusive first pictures of DK Shivakumar holding a meeting with his MLAs, with his aides. You can see DK Suresh also is a part of that meeting. In one picture, DK Shivakumar is seen listening to, in fact, what everyone else is saying. In another picture that we've accessed, DK Shivakumar seems to be reading out of some sort of sheet, some sort of document before all of his supporters. What exactly is this meeting about, Nagarjun? What is the communication that DK Shivakumar has given to his loyalists?
Well, he's saying that what would be the next strategy if at all the High Command forces him to take up what they feel is right for him. What should be his next options, next course of action? Should he not take up anything and tell the High Command, I'll remain quiet, you guys run the business? Or should he accept it and wait patiently? These are the discussions that is going on. But Mr. Suresh and Mr. DK Shivakumar, both the brothers, are adamant that there have to be him to be the Chief Minister, while the neutral MLAs from even Siddaramaiah camp MLAs have gone to Mr. DK Shivakumar camp and tried speaking to him late in the night also, saying, sir, let's do this together. It's a collective, united, collective leadership. Don't worry that if there's any fear among you that Mr. Siddaramaiah will not vacate the chair after a certain period. We are there with you as well. Not that we are only with Siddaramaiah, but still both the stalwarts are not willing to budge, and hence the deadlock.
You know, Nagarjun, this was very well expected, looking at the kind of animosity both the leaders have. Even before Karnataka Congress came to power here, they had these differences right from the start, and it was very well clear that Siddaramaiah, in fact, DK Shivakumar positioned himself to the Congress High Command. If I'm able to bring the party to victory, you've got to give me the Chief Minister's chair. It was a word that came in from Sonia Gandhi to DK Shivakumar while he was at Tihar, and now when the Congress has come with such a thumping majority, the High Command to go back on their word, a situation was like this was absolutely expected. It should have arisen, and that's what we see here playing out.
That's absolutely true. Nabila, if you look at the images carefully also, I just want to explain to our viewers who are all there in this image that we are looking at with Mr. DK Shivakumar. I can see Mr. Umapati, who's also from the Voklega community. He's also the president of the community association. And Mr. Balkrishna is there, Magdi MLA, Mr. Belur Gopal Krishna is there, Sagra MLA, and Kunigal MLA, Mr. Rangnath is there in the photo that we are looking at. And also DK Suresh, that's the Lok Sabha MP and the brother of DK Shivakumar. So, excuse me, not that it is only Siddaramaiah who has MLAs waiting for him in the hotel, but this photo clearly suggests that DK Shivakumar and his camp also are eagerly behind him, waiting for him to decide the next course of action.
All right. Well, all that action and drama that's right now playing out in Delhi, of course, leaving Karnataka in this wait and watch scenario where people are turning restless. I should tell you that there were celebrations that were happening right behind me at Siddaramaiah's residence. We see also the media there very carefully. If you can have a look, all the media parked there, initially assuming that Siddaramaiah is the Chief Minister of Karnataka. He's going to be announced. The name will formally be announced by Congress High Command in just moments from now. But it seems like the entire scenario has now changed. After DK Shivakumar came before the media in Delhi, where Akshita is, and said that all that's been spoken in the media is complete bogus and do not buy into it, etc. That leaves us to believe now that DK Shivakumar is adamant. And that's what you see in those images there, those photographs showing DK Shivakumar now deliberating with his party members on what exactly that can be done next. All right, we're going to cut across to all the top developments happening right here in the national capital as well as in Karnataka, taking you through the action and the drama. Let me start up. All right, Rajdeep Sardesai joining us. Rajdeep, tell us a little more about DK Shivakumar. We believe has insisted that it's Chief Minister's post and nothing else. If there's anything else, he does not want it. He will not even take over the KPCC presidency. He will remain an MLA. How far is this information legit?
Well, I think what is true, Nabila, is that DK Shivakumar has dug in his heels. He's making it very clear that he maintains his stand that he should be made Chief Minister, and should he not be made, he's not interested in any plum portfolios or deputy chief ministership. There was talk of a rotational chief ministership formula on the table. 3 years DK Shivakumar, 2 years Siddaramaiah. Here too DK Shivakumar made it clear that then the first 3 years he must be the chief minister. He is unwilling to accept a formula by which Mr. Siddaramaiah is made chief minister first, and even if in the worst case that is the formula, he wants a public announcement to that effect. He doesn't want this behind just closed doors. So he's dug in his heels. He seems to believe that he has a substantial number of MLAs who will support this hard stand that he has taken. He's obviously going for broke now. And the longer this goes, the more difficult it becomes for the Congress High Command to resolve these differences. And then, you have this sort of a power game that seems at the moment to not have an immediate result. So if anyone was expecting an announcement in the next hour, that seems unlikely. It will take a while longer. The Congress leadership, meanwhile, is confident they can sort this out within the next 48 hours. There are parallel talks going on over ministerial portfolios as well. But as of 12 noon, when it appeared Siddaramaiah would be sworn in tomorrow, now we are told that that announcement has been put on hold, and there are still efforts on to convince Mr. DK Shivakumar to accept a rotational chief minister compromise formula.
extremely difficult for the Congress High Command, extremely difficult for all of us, Rajdeep. It's a scorching 42 degrees here, but I promise that that's not going to stop us here in India today from delivering the latest updates for our viewers. Rajdeep still stays with us. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is getting us the inside track on what the DK camp and Siddaramaiah camp have to say. Moshmi Singh, Amit Bharadwaj are also live with us from parts of the national capital, tracking every single update. Rajdeep, just one more question to you. What amazes me is that the Congress didn't see this coming. Did they assume all along that, DK Shivakumar would climb down easily? He's a very headstrong politician, a very shrewd politician. How did they not see this coming?
Well, I spoke to a senior Congress leader who's involved in these negotiations, and they do admit that they are surprised by what they describe as DK Shivakumar's hard-nosed approach on this issue. Right through the election, if you will see, DK Shivakumar has worked with Mr. Siddaramaiah, even though their differences are well known. At least during the election period, they had kept those differences aside. So I think the Congress was hoping that this marked a new chapter, that the two leaders, because of their age difference, would be able to work out some kind of a formula, and therefore this rotational chief ministership was offered. But the manner in which Mr. Shivakumar has stuck to his guns has indeed surprised the Congress leadership, and they're wondering where this is coming from. Some of them are saying that people close to DK Shivakumar are the ones who are goading him and pushing him to take this hardline approach. They believe that if Sonia Gandhi, who so far we are told has stayed out of this, is able to speak to Mr. Shivakumar, she's the one person perhaps in the Congress who can convince him to, in a way, mellow down and accept deputy chief ministership and plum portfolios, as they are being called, and then become chief minister possibly in 2025. Now, we don't know whether Mrs. Gandhi will actually now enter the negotiations. For now, it's been left to Mr. Kharge. He's the one who's handling this, and really his authority as Congress president now is at stake, because he is from Karnataka, he knows both the sides. So Mr. Kharge is the one who's going to have to find a way out of this deadlock at the moment.
Rajdeep, for Sonia Gandhi, this must be such a fixed moment where she's not able to choose between a man who's got the majority MLA support and the man who she's given a word to. Sonia Gandhi has given a word to DK Shivakumar while he was in Tihar, in prison, that if you bring Karnataka Congress to power, I will make sure that you are the chief minister. This is such a spot that the Congress High Command is in currently, and if the decision now rests in the hands of Mallikarjun Kharge, who is the Congress president and from Karnataka, then also we know that DK Shivakumar at that point might just have an edge with Kharge because of the kind of animosity he may have, or old tiff he may have had with Siddaramaiah. Let's hope it doesn't come into play in this decision making right here, because they've got to look at this objectively. It is Siddaramaiah right now who has the backing of the MLAs, which has left the Congress High Command in a real confusion. Moshmi Singh, Amit Bharadwaj, Rajdeep Sardesai, do stay with us. Akshita and I are tracking all the top developments. I'm going to cut across to all those developments that's happened right from the start of the day to give you a glimpse into the action that unfolded and the suspense that now looms large. DK Shivakumar and Mallikarjun Kharge, in fact, after meeting for hours, still a decision that hasn't yet come through. DK Shivakumar still silent after the meeting with Kharge. Sources say that he is not ready. As suspense over the new Chief Minister of Karnataka continues, the big news by Congress is likely to be announcement in the next 48 to 72 hours. Congress MP Randeep Surjewala says that Kharge will appoint Karnataka Chief Minister, and deliberations are currently underway between Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi. The cabinet announcement will also be done by tomorrow. He further said there will be unity in the party, and one must be rest assured of that. According to sources, senior Congress leader and former Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is set to be sworn in once again as the next Karnataka Chief Minister. This is our highly placed sources giving us information. His swearing-in is also likely to take place tomorrow. Thursday was what we were told, until the Congress High Command, Randeep Surjewala, comes out to almost settle all the speculation, to say a decision has not yet been made. In fact, the swearing-in preparations that were all in full swing at the Kantirava Stadium in Bengaluru has now been put on hold, a grinding halt to all that preparations in Kantirava. In fact, that happened just after Siddaramaiah. News came in that Siddaramaiah is likely to be announced the next Chief Minister of Karnataka. As soon as that news hit headlines, all Siddu supporters gathered outside his residence, poured milk on his portrait, Hal Abhisheka as they call it. And it appears moments after the Surjewala came out and said that a decision is pending, all his supporters have now disappeared from outside Siddaramaiah's residence.
So it's been one twist after another. Yesterday we thought the announcement would be made. Today we thought the announcement would be made. But the Congress High Command is yet to take a decision. It was expected that at 6 p.m., so in about 40 minutes from now, we were expecting a formal announcement from the Congress. So what changed? It was DK Shivakumar's clearly being adamant that he won't take anything but the CM post. He's made it extremely difficult right now for the top brass to take a stand. Reportedly, DK Shivakumar has conveyed to both Rahul Gandhi as well as to Mr. Kharge in those long meetings that he's had with them that nothing but the Chief Minister chair will do. He said very clearly, I won't rebel, I won't backstab, I won't blackmail, but I will sit as an MLA in the assembly and then not have any sort of responsibility. I refuse to take a deputy CM or any sort of plum portfolios that were being dangled in front of him like carrots by the Congress. None of that will be taken in by DK Shivakumar. He says CM or nothing. And that's where the challenge really comes in for the Congress. You had supporters of Siddaramaiah coming together and celebrating after news spread that Siddaramaiah is going to be the next Chief Minister. But it turned out that all of that was far too premature, because then hours later you had Randeep Surjewala and the Congress coming out and saying, hold on, we haven't taken a decision, we're still thinking about what needs to be done. And that's where really there's been another inordinate delay in taking this particular decision. I want to bring in our reporters once again. We've got Amit Bharadwaj with us, Nagarjun Dwarkanath, Moshmi Singh, as well as Rajdeep Sardesai, getting us the latest updates on what he's picking up also from his sources. Rajdeep, if I can come across to you, how long is this going to take? We've lost the connection with Rajdeep. Let me put this question across to Moshmi Singh as well. Moshmi, how long really is this going to take? Because yesterday, in fact, we did hear from Congress sources that while they want to take their time, they also recognize that it will lead to more muscle flexing by both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah.
So, Akshita, if what Randeep Surjewala is saying is correct, that within 24 hours you will have the announcement of the new Chief Minister. Of course, he will be counting in and including the fact that DK Shivakumar would be ready with whatever proposal comes up. So that really means an announcement probably by tomorrow, and with the next 2 days the governor is going to be out of station. That means after 3 days, if there's a swearing in, it's going to be on a Sunday. So we will have to wait and see, because tomorrow, if the announcement is made, it can't be possible that the swearing in happens tomorrow. So I think around 2 to 3 days it's going to take, and that's what we had told yesterday as well, that the Congress party doesn't seem to be in a tearing hurry. But what has changed is the adamance of DK Shivakumar. With DK Shivakumar putting his foot down as far as the proposal of the Congress leadership is concerned, they really want to make it right, and now the differences are being ironed out. If the compromise formula is being worked upon, one will have to wait and see whether the formula is agreeable to both of them. Remember, Siddaramaiah had come in very firm, confident, and when he left, he looked very positive, and it wasn't that he was left in, he left in the half. So, and it's a very smiling Siddaramaiah with Rahul
if
Gandhi.
anyone's asking, if anyone's wondering if the media, if India Today got it horribly wrong when we said the announcement would come today, that's most definitely not the case. The communication from the topmost Congress leaders was this, that all differences are ironed out, everything is settled, by today you will get an answer. So it was actually the Congress that's been going back and forth on really their stand. They thought everything is ironed out, then the meeting with DK Shivakumar happened, and then they realized, oh look, he's not happy and he's not going to settle, or he's not going to be satisfied with the deputy CM or a CM tenure after 2 years. And that's when things started shifting. You saw, in fact, how he threw a spanner in the works, how their plan of actually ensuring a swearing in tomorrow at the Kharge Stadium was immediately put on hold. Preparations were underway. That was paused to ensure that the Congress can actually decide first who will be the man standing on the podium and taking the oath. DK Shivakumar, speaking to the media after his 2-hour-long meeting with Mallikarjun Kharge, rubbished all claims of Siddaramaiah already being chosen. Let's play that reaction out for you.
ನೀವು ಯಾವುದು ಸತ್ಯ ಬರೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೋಗಸು ಫ್ರಾಡ್ಗಳು ಹೇಳಿದೆಲ್ಲ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮರ್ಯಾದೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಳೀತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಾನೇನು ಮಾತಾಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಗಾಸಿಪ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ ಇಮೇಜ್ನ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ.
All right, let me cut across to Amit Bharadwaj, who's also tracking those developments there. Amit, you know, we saw DK Shivakumar, as soon as he got out, he thought it was necessary to speak to the media because clearly all this coverage here is irking him. He's not very happy. His camp members are very frustrated and furious that messages are going out to the media and people as highly placed in the Congress, as much as in fact the Congress's women wing has confirmed that it is Siddaramaiah who is the front runner. So within the Congress itself, leaders themselves are claiming that Siddaramaiah is the man who is going to be named. So clearly a message has not been gone out within the Congress circles to refrain from making comments of such nature. Tell me a little more about the body language you saw of DK Shivakumar as he stormed out and spoke to the media saying this is all bogus.
Well, Nabila, you know, it is very apparent that Congress party must have thought that they'll be able to broker a deal between Siddaramaiah and Mr. DK Shivakumar, and that Mr. Siddaramaiah could be made the Chief Minister yet again, while DK Shivakumar will settle down for the Deputy Chief Minister's post along with some good ministries under his belt. But that did not work out as per plan, and that is why when I was standing outside 10 Rajaji Marg after 2 hours, when Mr. DK Shivakumar, left that particular residence, the Congress president's residence, he was not happy, he was sulking, he was angry. And when he reached out here in Kaveri, this is Kaveri apartment in the national capital. 804 is the apartment where DK Suresh lives, and DK Shivakumar has made his base in the national capital right here at Kaveri itself. So he's meeting his supporters, legislators who don't want to be named right now. They're sitting inside, they're speaking to DK Shivakumar. Some kind of strategy is being carved out right now. But what I can surely tell you is that someone from DK Shivakumar's camp did tell me right before this live conversation was that he is not happy. He is not ready for the proposal that has been offered, that has been put forward to him, that is of the Deputy Chief Minister, and this will take some time. And the DK Shivakumar's camp is also ready to camp out here in the national capital for the next couple of days, which means that, they are ready to battle it out. They are not in a hurry, they are not running out of patience, but the body language of DK Shivakumar is often not so happy man, or a man who is slightly getting irritated because of the delay which is happening constantly. One more thing which is coming out right now is, that they are going to stay back here. Another perception within the DK's camp right now is that as much as delay happens, this is going to increase the popularity of the leader from the Vokaliga community, and his support base in Karnataka might increase with the kind of delay which is happening. So the DK camp as of now believes that the delay is actually helping him. Otherwise, you know, the Congress High Command had already possibly decided that Siddaramaiah could yet again become the Chief Minister of the coastal state. But clearly, you know, they are not in a hurry. They are ready to camp it out in the national capital. And Deputy CM is not something, the offer which is not making DK Shivakumar happy right now. And that is why all these strategies are being carved out right now. So possibly tomorrow again we'll be looking at situations maybe where you have DK Shivakumar and the other Congress leaders rushing from one senior leader, high command leaders, residents to the other, the way the movement happened this morning. You know, very important, it is very important to note, Nabila, how he moved from Kaveri, his residence to Kaveri to Rahul Gandhi's residence and eventually to 10 Rajaji Marg to make sure that the decision is not made. At least, you know, he's pushing it forward as far as his
so it doesn't
concerns
seem like there is going to be a decision even at 6 p.m. We were really hoping that the countdown now would make it clear to 6 p.m. It would make clear, the High Command themselves would give a formal declaration. You know, Mallikarjun Kharge, he was in the process of printing out a paper to make a formal announcement. All of that we've heard, it seems like now all that has changed after one statement that Randeep Surjewala gave, asking the media as well as people, supporters at large, not to buy into any wrong speculation, and with DK Shivakumar coming out and calling this entire bogus. So Siddaramaiah, who was very confident and all set to leave off to Bengaluru in his special flight, seemed to have now stayed back and is now waiting to try and settle this confusion, dilemma that still continues and persists. It's ultimately a bad signal that Congress is sending out, almost showing that they are not a united house, and to show that there is no clarity within the Congress party right from the start and even now. Yes, we could say that there should ideally be internal democracy, there should be this kind of fight between leaders, but it should be healthy. It's been 3 days now and yet Karnataka does not have a chief minister despite Congress having a thumping majority win. It's unfortunate, and if this goes longer, it only spells doomsday for the Congress, as on the 28th of this month is the last day when the Congress will have to stake claim of the government here in Karnataka. 28th is the last. They have time only ticking. Let me cut across to this very interview that Siddaramaiah has had with my colleague Rajdeep Sardesai at our India Today conclave in Bengaluru, where he spoke about a lot of things, including Siddaramaiah's health, his fitness, his daily routine, and of course his confidence in becoming the chief minister here in Karnataka. Let's listen in.
Am I speaking to the next chief minister of Karnataka? Am I speaking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka?
See, I am one of the aspirants. If Congress party gets majority in Karnataka, I hope Congress party will get comfortable majority this time. Mr. DK Shivakumar is also one of the aspirants. Myself is also a strong aspirant to become the chief minister if party comes to power. And ultimately, in a democracy, the elected MLAs will have to elect its legislature party leader. Ultimately, the High Command of Karnataka has to give approval who will be the next leader of the legislative party and the chief minister of Karnataka.
No, you are saying you are a strong aspirant. You are saying DK Shivakumar is also an aspirant, but you are senior to him. Am I right to say that you are the front runner?
See, I am one of the front runners. I am not only the front runner. I am one of the front runners because Shivakumar is also an aspirant to become the chief minister because he is the PCC president. I am the CLP leader, and of course, it depends upon how High Command takes the decision.
Last election, for sure.
Yes, this is
because I never believe politicians when they say they are retiring.
No. You believe it or not, the people believe it or not, this is going to be my last election.
This is your last election.
Yeah.
Mr. Siddaramaiah will never, even if you don't become Chief Minister, you will never again contest an election.
No, I never contest. I never accept any nomination also.
Sir, in Maharashtra and Karnataka particularly, no politician retires.
No. See, of course.
Devagowda ji at 90 is campaigning. Sharad Pawar at 82 is campaigning. You are only 75. You are very young, sir.
I am running 76. By the time next term is over, I will be 80 plus.
But you are very energetic. You are off state from here to Varuna.
Of course, I am energetic. And
how do you keep so energetic? What do you do for fitness?
Fitness is life is very simple. My food habit is very simple. And I take always my food in the house-made food.
What is your tip for young politicians who want to still be as active as you at 75?
See, mentally and physically one should be fit. That should be the advice to youngsters. And think right things and committed to the problems of these people.
Shall I ask you the question I started off with? Am I talking to the next Chief Minister of Karnataka?
Please. It all depends upon how people accept, how people give their mandate.
If you don't become Chief Minister, will you try and break some MLAs and try and create a confrontation?
I never do it. I never do it. Say, I have all the confidence in High Command.
And since that conversation to today, with every passing day and every conversation we've had with Siddaramaiah, he's only grown more confident that he's going to be the next Chief Minister of Karnataka. And that raises a few questions that must be asked right now, to which at this point we most definitely don't have answers. Does the decision of the Congress backing Siddaramaiah as the Chief Minister actually ensure a stable Sarkar? And the reason we ask this is obviously because of the DK factor. DKS right now is very much loyal. He says there is no question of me leaving the Congress. I will remain a congressman till my death. But does that translate to loyalty to Siddaramaiah? Most definitely not. So that could be a plaguing headache for Siddaramaiah throughout. Will this bad blood actually damage the Congress's mandate? As of now, optics-wise, people would say that it is damaging the Congress's image and especially of the leadership skills. But overall of the mandate remains to be seen if this DK-Siddaramaiah feud will actually translate to problems. Is DK Shivakumar right in distrusting the rotational formula? He's got reasons, he's got also particular instances to cite with what happened in Chhattisgarh, with what happened in Rajasthan. There's a strong possibility that if Siddaramaiah has made the Chief Minister for 2 years, he won't budge after that and DK Shivakumar loses his chance of becoming the Chief Minister. And that's the question. Will Siddaramaiah ever actually hand over the reins formally to DK Shivakumar? There may be an assurance from the High Command, but for obvious reasons, DK Shivakumar is saying, you need to do more than just assure me, because I never know whether it will come to me, which is why DK Shivakumar right now, Nabila, is suggesting that let me be the Chief Minister for the first 2 years and then I'll hand over the reins to Siddaramaiah.
And this, you know, Akshita, this was the situation that I would always tell our viewers that we had expected, because it's not easy to really satisfy two tall leaders like DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah. Both of them have their own appeal. Siddaramaiah has really worked hard. He's 75, running 76. He said that on a light note, that he will not defect. But one knows that if there is any scope of dissident activities, that will come from Siddaramaiah, because he has the support of nearly 90 MLAs. So the Congress cannot take him lightly. On the contrary, it is DK Shivakumar who's really brought the power to the Congress to power here, and a victory of such kind that we have not seen in decades. So it's important to note that the Congress is certainly in a dilemma, and they will have to come down to pacifying both by giving them both very important positions, and that could also mean a sharing pact, a half term for Siddaramaiah, a half term for DK Shivakumar. But now it almost comes down to who gets the first. who will lead the government. The first 2 years or the first 3 years will start with Siddaramaiah in tenure or with DK Shivakumar in term. Let me cut across Amit Bharadwaj also joining us on that spot there. Amit, what's the anticipation like among the people there you see on ground? Because in Karnataka, I can tell you very surely that like for example, those women who are waiting there at the far end, Siddaramaiah is not even inside his house, but they're just waiting there just in case his name is formally announced. They're the ones here first for all the photo ops and interviews, speaking to India Today and also congratulating Siddaramaiah and team maybe over phone. So they're really waiting with bated breath here in Karnataka. Both camps, hawkeye on India Today, and of course following and tracking the developments with the High Command to see when are they going to make that very important announcement.
Well, Nabila, you know, as far as the developments in the national capital is concerned, it is tug of war. You know, both sides are actually trying their best to make sure that they get to hold the Chief Minister's office at least in the first term. If we are talking about, you know, tenure sharing kind of formula where 2 years of Siddaramaiah, 3 years of DK Shivakumar, if anything of that formula is being brokered right now, so both the sides would want that they should get the hold of the office, Chief Minister's office in the first turn. And right now where I'm standing is in a way the virtual headquarters for DK Shivakumar in the national capital. This is Kaveri apartment where DK Suresh lives, his brother lives, and DK Shivakumar has been you know, meeting his supporters, MLAs since yesterday right here at Kaveri apartment. The reason being that now obviously it is his brother's residence, but as far as 10 Rajaji Marg is concerned or 10 Janpath is concerned, both the important you know institutions or the residents of the Congress High Command are nearby. So we saw early today how after the news broke that Siddaramaiah is going to hold the office of the Chief Minister yet again, Mr. DK Shivakumar rushed to 10 Janpath and after that to 10 Rajaji Marg where the Congress president lives. So out here it is a camp waiting patiently, but they do want that their leader should be getting into the Chief Minister's office first. Back to you, Nabila.
Undoubtedly, both of them are hoping the same. Stay with us, Amit. In fact, what we know is that finally the decision on who is going to be the CM of Karnataka is going to lie in the hands of Mallikarjun Kharge, the president of the Congress party, who is also from Karnataka. At this point, all eyes on him on how neutral will Mallikarjun Kharge be, because Kharge himself has not had a great relationship with Siddaramaiah in the past. Kharge is a Dalit leader, Siddaramaiah is a Kuruba leader, and it was at one point a few years ago that Siddaramaiah was chosen over Mallikarjun Kharge, who is known to be a party loyalist, while Siddaramaiah has come from the JDS to the Congress. Kharge has grown in the ranks of the Congress. So Kharge is bitter with the fact that Siddaramaiah was chosen over him, and now the decision lies in Kharge's hands. We're hoping that he makes a decision that is absolutely balanced and objective one and a fair one. Ultimately, it all is now in his hands. Let's have a look.
He's the Congress president, the boss, the party chief. And it is in his hands that 2023's biggest political dilemma sits. Mallikarjun Kharge must now choose between the two unrelenting contenders for the Karnataka Chief Minister's throne. The tough old hand Siddaramaiah and muscle man DK Shivakumar. The Gandhis want Kharge to make the difficult decision and end the simmering stalemate. But only a few months in the chair and he's already faced with possibly the most complicated decision of his presidency. Because not only is Mallikarjun Kharge himself an old Karnataka hand, but he's expected to now be neutral in a decision concerning his former rivals for the Karnataka throne.
Does Kharge like Siddaramaiah, given that Siddaramaiah was chosen over him in the past? Would he hold that against him? And who has the better equation with the Congress High Command right now?
Well, I don't think he will hold that against him, because now he is an umpire. So he has to play the umpire's role, and I'm sure he will discharge that.
In 2013, Kharge was famously in the running to be Karnataka Chief Minister, losing out to Siddaramaiah, the very man who now sits before him hoping to be anointed Chief Minister. Despite being one of the most elected netas of Karnataka, the Chief Ministerial chair remained elusive to Kharge for decades. And even if he doesn't admit it, part of him blames the Siddaramaiah phenomenon. Amidst the prevailing divisions in the Congress party over who should be Karnataka Chief Minister, could this aggressive history influence Kharge's decision? On the other hand, as someone who has seen the ins and outs of Karnataka and national politics for well over half a century, is there any real doubt about Kharge's neutrality? With both the Karnataka warriors making their case before King Kharge and saddled by the Gandhis with the precarious task of taking a decision that doesn't derail the massive election victory, all eyes are now on the Congress president. With Mosmi Singh in Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
And let's take this across to our reporters Amit Bharadwaj joining us live. We also have Rahul Gautam with us. Rahul, you track the Congress very carefully, and a question everyone's asking right now is, despite all of the warnings saying, look, don't let this go the Rajasthan way, don't let this go the Chhattisgarh way, that seems to be exactly what's happening right now, because it doesn't look like the Congress has learnt any lessons from those instances.
Well, absolutely, and at this juncture, it seems that the story is far from being over, given the fact that sources close to DK Shivakumar, they are telling us that he is not ready for Deputy Chief Minister post, and in fact they are saying that he's going to be stationed in the national capital until this issue is resolved. In fact, they are also saying that it's either now or never. They are saying that Mr. DK Shivakumar has given blood and sweat to the party, and therefore he should be given the responsibility to run the state for 5 years. And in case, if you are, considering this rotational CM formula, then the first tenure should be given to Mr. DK Shivakumar. So obviously, it seems that, and maybe this is the reason why, the swearing in preparations that were underway in Bengaluru, they have been kept on hold, because obviously it seems that the logjam still continues, and obviously the solution is still not in sight. I've been also speaking with the sources close to Mallikarjun Kharge's office, and they are saying that consultations and deliberations are still underway, and in fact they are trying to bring DK Shivakumar and Mr. Siddaramaiah on board, because it seems that they have already made up their mind, but obviously they don't want to announce it, given the fact that Mr. DK Shivakumar is not ready, he is not on board, and until unless he is taken into confidence, an announcement would not be made. So it is unlikely that we'll be knowing the name of next Chief Minister of Karnataka today, and it might take a day or two to resolve this issue.
Right. Wow, and that's just all the more casting a cloud on the credibility of the Congress party. Just exactly what was feared, that the Congress might not be able to make an actual choice between the two, and that decision will really dent the Congress's credibility. That's really what's playing out ultimately here. Let me cut across to Amit Bharadwaj, who is right now at DK Shivakumar's brother's residence. He's an MP from same Kanakpura constituency. Tell us a little more, Amit. DK Suresh has been batting hard for his brother as a Chief Minister. He's been lobbying heavily himself with the High Command. But what more do we know in terms of the kind of support we see and the pressure tactics being put by the DK camp? We hear a host of MLAs and supporters of DK have flown with him to Delhi.
Well, Nabila, absolutely right. DK Suresh had reached the national capital even before DK Shivakumar could have made it to the national capital, and he was the one speaking out in the media while Mr. Siddaramaiah himself was in the national capital. Now you have DK Suresh's house becoming the virtual headquarters of the camp office of DK Shivakumar, and many of the legislators and supporters from the DK camp are already here. It includes the MLCs, KPCC spokespersons, as well as MLAs from Karnataka. We had seen how Ravi as the MLC, as well as Mr. H.T. Ranganath, who is the MLA, both of them, along with other supporters from the DK camp, had also went to the Kharge, Mallikarjun Kharge's residence, the Congress president's residence, and after that, all these leaders are also inside Kaveri apartment where I am right now, and a strategy is being carved out. What we can certainly say that while DK Shivakumar, his body language is looking of a leader who is irritated right now, who is not happy with the kind of developments which have unfolded, and that is why, two very important developments which has happened today. Number one, Mr. Randeep Singh Surjewala stepping out of the Congress president's residence and making out a statement that deliberations are still on, and within 24 hours, Karnataka will have a new chief minister. Within 48 hours to 72 hours, new cabinet will be in place. This particular statement, in all understanding, if you decode it, this was possibly under pressure from DK Shivakumar.
That by tomorrow the Congress will be able to iron out all differences and come out with a decision. Because I'll tell you what, Amit, it's getting increasingly hotter here in the national capital. I don't look forward to standing here tomorrow and the day after that, waiting for a decision from the Congress. This right here where I'm standing, Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge's residence, has been the hotspot for all of the political meetings. And after DK Shivakumar emerged, after a 2-hour-long meeting, it's very clear that the Congress is back to square one. The stalemate continues. Can they actually address this, deal with this, and ensure they iron out all problems? As Surjewala himself said, they ensure there's consensus, unanimity and unity. That is the big question. Nabila and I will be joining you on the other side of a very short break with our non-stop double broadcast from Delhi and Bengaluru, getting you all the big updates, all the big scoop and all the big inside details.